Okay, so I'm going to tie the fulling mill Yellow Owl Cul. So the hook we're going to be using is the fulling mill 1510 short shank special in a size 12. So I'll put the hook in the vise. And the thread that you're meant to use with when tying a yellow owl is sheer 14-0 in colour primrose. So let's attach the thread first. Okay, so run this in touching turns all the way down the hook shank and slightly around the bend. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that. Right, we now need to catch in a piece of strip quill. So just catch that in by the very tip and then run that slightly further around the bend. Then I'll run this in touching turns back up towards where you would want your thorax to start. Okay. Now we rib the thread body with the quill. Do it in nice open turns so that you can see the primrose thread showing through. And tie that off. Okay, at this point I just throw in a little whip finish. And then because the just plain quill over a thread body is quite fragile, we then varnish the body. I'm just using Sally Hansen hard as nails. Just a nice thin coat. And then we'd leave that to dry. So that's what it will look like once you've varnished it. So we now just reattach the thread. And now it's time for us to tie in the CDC wing. So this is a size 12 hook, and I've prepared 5 CDC feathers already. I just lay them down on the table and make sure all the tips are in line. Okay. Let me just make sure this is all okay still. Okay, so you want the wing to be roughly the length of the hook shank. If you want the fly to be more buoyant, you can tie more CDC feathers. If you know you're going to be fishing in very calm conditions, you could tie in less CDC feathers. But I think 5 on this size 12 hook is about right. So just cut the butts at a little bit of an angle, and then take turns of thread into those butts, really tight ones just to secure it all. And then we just finish the fly with just a little bit of hare's ear dubbing, just to cover the thorax area. So you want this really sparse if you can. That should be plenty. So just lift that CDC up. At this point, I just apply a little bit of the fulling mill super glue to the thread, and then we whip finish. And if there's any straggly bits of the hare's ear, just pinch them off. And there's your Yellow Owl Cul.